If you're building a business on the internet, you've probably heard this phrase, pick a niche. Let's break down where the origin came from of this. First, we need to analyze what we understand. When it comes to the human mind, we typically depend on people or places for specific things. If you're going to a wedding, you can expect to wear a suit and eat some cake. If you're going to a farm, you can expect to see a farm animal of some kind. And that's exactly where picking a niche comes from. It's because human beings associate people and places with an experience. An experience can range from having conversations, learning new information, encountering something new, etc. The reason people pick a niche is because they want their brand to be associated with a specific thing. This causes human beings to make the connection between the thing and the brand. When I say Jeep, you think cars. When I say Spur, you think restaurant. When I say Victoria's Secret, you think lingerie. So naturally, if Jeep started selling perfume tomorrow, you're less likely to buy from them. This is why brands pick a niche. And for a long time, people did the same for social media brands, but things are changing. Now I'm going to explain to you why the one-person business model is the ultimate path to freedom. And it's all related to not picking a niche. More and more people are seeing the value behind the one-person business model. Dan Coe, Justin Welsh, Kieran Drew. Maybe you know these three guys, maybe you don't, it doesn't matter. What matters is what they have to achieve. They're brand giants who make all of their money by selling digital products and services. But they're doing something typical agency owners like Wizard of Ecom and J.K. Molina aren't doing. Also two giants. Instead of depending on building an agency and running a team to make money, they're using the most powerful marketing tool known to man to automate 90% of the business. And that marketing tool is email. Imagine being able to send 50,000 people a message right now and make hundreds of sales on a $50 product. That's what those three and so many more brand owners are starting to do. But it goes deeper than that. Dan Coe is the first person I mentioned, and he makes the most money out of all three. And here's the thing, his business model is different. And that's what brings us to the nicheless creator. Gone are the days when you had to pick a niche to build a brand online. Right now, I'm going to break down how you can build a brand that will transform with you and allow you to sell all kinds of products and services using email. And the best part is that you can do this by just being yourself, talking about whatever your own interests are, solving your own problems, productizing your own solutions, and never picking a niche. The first thing you need to do is develop content pillars. That is how you become nicheless. And I know what you're thinking. Yeah, this niche thing, we need to get to the bottom of it. To become nicheless, you need to understand what a niche truly is. A niche is not a category you focus on until you eventually get sick of it. Who wants to talk about the same thing 24/7? A niche represents a community of people you have joined. You join that community when you have the same interests as them. And in that community, people will experience problems. After joining that community, you will experience the same problems. You will then eventually solve those problems. After you solve those problems, you'll have the solution. Then what you do is productize the solution. Take the solutions you came up with and put it in an online course or ebook. The bigger the problem you solved, the more valuable the solution is. And then you just repeat the process with every community you join due to your challenges. Doing affiliate marketing, join the community, learn from it, come up with a solution, productize it. But Jan, how do I sell products? By developing your content pillars based on your ultimate goal. What is your goal in the next 5 years? Do you have it? Now use this formula. Your goal times your personality times your skills. By combining all those things, you should be able to come up with 3 broad topics you want to talk about for the next 5 years. One of the biggest problems when writing a newsletter has always been a lack of interest for me. I didn't write emails consistently because I lost interest too quickly. But since this formula is based on who you are, you won't ever feel like you have nothing to write about. My 3 pillars are business, personal development, and writing. These are broad topics which allow me to talk about practically anything I want. But Jan, who are you selling to if you're talking about that many people? Talking to that many people. You're only writing and selling to one person, yourself. There are 8 billion people on the planet. The goal as a nicheless brand is to pull the people who resonate and think like you and offer solutions to their problems. Pull them in. And the reason you can solve their problems is because you are just like them. First thing you need to do is set up your newsletter. Forget everything you know about fancy software. There's only one software you should care about, and that software's name is Gumroad. It's a highly advanced e-commerce and sales software you can use to sell almost anything under the sun. And you can use it to set up your newsletter as well. For your communities, step number 1, develop a freebie. Step number 2, host it on Gumroad. Step number 3, attach a series of welcome emails to downloaders where you sell complementary and more advanced products or services. Step number 4, show them your articles. Step number 5, turn community-based freebie downloaders into email subscribers. For your newsletter, you do this. Step number 1, create a newsletter subscription for $0 a month on Gumroad. Step number 2, build a landing page with listed benefits. Step number 3, give them a freebie in exchange for their sign up for their personal information, like email and name, etc. Step number 4, release weekly emails selling your products or services. But how do you grow your newsletter and communities while you sell? This is how. Each community has a beginner level problem, and once you solve it, you can give people the solution for free in the form of a product. This year, I'm releasing a 30-day roadmap on digital product development after I developed 20 products myself and did like over $4,000 with the products I developed. It also includes how to sell without an audience, if you were thinking, oh, but I don't have an audience. If you want to know when it drops, then the waitlist is going to be a link in the description. Back to the video. So the people who got your solution are then segmented into a group of people who like anything related to that community. This allows you to sell them things they have already shown an interest in. Think about it like this. A free guide, free affiliate marketing guide, a paid guide that costs a little bit of money, like $20 or something, making $2,000 per month with affiliate marketing course. And then a higher, even bigger course is setting up an automated affiliate marketing system that generates you $5,000 a month. That product you can sell from $80 to $300. And remember, your content pillars should already include this community. So if you show them some of your articles, then they might just subscribe to your newsletter. This allows you to add them to a list of people who see all products and services you release, no matter the community. Your articles and freebies will function as lead magnets. Freebies will increase the size of your communities, and articles will increase the size of your newsletter audience. Both can be sold to repeatedly, and the better you get at writing, the more revenue you will drive with your newsletter and communities. And when you develop skills in another direction, you join a new community, then you just repeat the process. This allows you to sell all kinds of products and services while talking about whatever you want using the 3 pillars. But the hidden ingredient you need to make this work is email. Let me break down how you promote yourself. To sell using your newsletter, there's 3 tactics you can use that work. Number 1, the resources section. At the end of your newsletter article, you can put a bunch of links to different products you've developed that your audience might be interested in, free and paid. Number 2, software selling. In your newsletter article, whenever you talk about a related topic, you can drop one of your products or other articles as a link, and subscribers who are interested will check it out. And then number 3, the CTA. Typical of story emails. Emails like these work the best if there's only one link in the entire email. Number 1, open the email with an eye-catching title that makes people want to click. Number 2, write a headline establishing why they should read any further. Number 3, tell a story that keeps them engaged and reading. Number 4, teach a lesson that the story taught. Number 5, link readers a product that solved a related problem. Here's your content strategy. To come up with valuable content every week takes a lot of work. Every Sunday I sit down for 3 to 5 hours and push out about 80 pieces of content. This allows me to schedule content for a whole week and focus on other important tasks during the week. If you're looking for content inspiration, building an idea bank has been proven to work well. During the day, you will come up with ideas on what you want to teach or talk about in your business next. When you get this idea, write it down in a document somewhere. On a daily basis, make sure you got this document on hand or close by, and then every time you come up with an idea, you write it down. Give it a few weeks, and you'll have endless amounts of inspiration for articles. And the best part, you only need inspiration for articles, because articles can be broken down and posted on X, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Medium. Then you dedicate a specific day of the week to scheduling content, and you schedule everything for the week. If you're reading this and thinking, but I just post what's on my mind, then don't worry. There are creators who do things that way. I just found my way to be more efficient. Sure, if you're posting to one platform, it's fine, but if you're posting to 6 different platforms, scheduling makes it much easier. And remember, the more platforms you reach in those 3 to 5 hours of content creation for the week, the bigger the returns are over a 6 to 12 month time period. If you're trying to grow on X specifically, then the most effective method of growth is engaging with other creators or business owners. Start conversations, DM people, and most importantly, reply to posts of people who you resonate with. Remember this. All content on all social media platforms need to direct your audience to your newsletter. In summary, develop your 3 content pillars, build your idea bank weekly, create a newsletter on Gumroad, create free products on Gumroad, create paid products on Gumroad, schedule content for the whole week in 3 to 5 hours, post to multiple platforms and redirect to your newsletter, encounter new problems because of your interests or business interests, join communities with people who have those same problems, come up with a solution to those problems, productize that solution into free and paid products and services. And then you just repeat the process. Below in the description, you'll see links to all the resources I have that you can use to build your online business. Cheers.